Hey you, welcome back to the channel. And guys, today we're going to talk about Steemit reputation scores and what are their uses. So this video won't be so much about how to factor your reputation score or how Steemit itself factors your reputation score. There are a lot of other video and informational blogs that show the actual mechanism, how that's done. This is going to be just more about what is it used for and how you can use it. And basically, this is just a way to see your contribution to the community, okay? How you fit into the community. If you look here to my name, you'll see I got a reputation score of 63. And it goes on a scale of -25 to about 80, with 80 being the highest. At this point, I think the highest that's been reached so far is about a 77. Also quite interesting is as you go from one score to the next, as you level up, for instance, if you went from like 49 to 50 or 50 to 51, each time it gets about 30% harder. So a lot of times what happens, especially with new people as they come in, they find that they're racing through their reputation score in little to no time, and they're going, wow, this is awesome. I've only been here a week and I've went from like 25 to 45 or something like that. And they start to get in the 50s and the 60s and they're like, hey, wait a minute here. I'm not moving as quick. What's going on? So it's kind of like walking through quicksand, or I'm sorry, walking through cement. It's kind of, it gets harder as you go on, and that's what happens. It gets about 30% harder each score you surpass. But all that said, at the end of the day, reputation score is pretty much a measure of what you're already doing, right? It's not like it doesn't have a use within itself as to grant you anything. It's not like it's like Steam Power or Steam Dollars or anything like that. It's just kind of showing, what your contribution is, how many upvotes you got versus how many downvotes you get, various things like that. And your reputation in the community, that's basically used to determine several things, as well as kind of like your standing or your credibility, right? And it just shows that you've been with the community a while, and that you have been contributing to the community. Now, with all that said, again, the metric, the algorithm that Steemit uses to factor this, there are many informational blogs about it. I'll try to leave some links in the description. But part of the conversation has been, wow, it would be great if people with reputation scores, some kind of way could be rewarded for that. Like if you work really hard on Steemit and you have a high reputation score, looks like it would be, kind of like when you went to school when you were a kid, maybe you had perfect attendance and you got the perfect attendance award. I think I might have got that one year. I believe I did. I think it was the third grade. But yeah, something like that, guys. So people have been talking about different things. There's been different conversations, or at least it used to be that there would be some kind of rewards for that, and that conversation kind of went silent, but kind of got me thinking as we approach a lot of the various front-end Steemit sites that are happening. Some SMTs are coming out, and a lot of people are just looking on ways to improve the platform to make it better for everyone that's participating. Our site, Steemitocracy, which is this kind of experiment into a part game, part meritocracy of where you should be rewarded in a more closer proximity to your contribution through a consensus from the community, meaning that we would go on a consensus basis and not just, a few people who thought your ideas were great or your content was great, right? So since we got moving along that lines, we thought, well, why not just try to create a similar thing with reputation scores, since they tell a story about how much a person actually contributes to the Steemit community. And one thing we came up with that we want to experiment with now in Steemitocracy is that we would use each score you surpass, you would receive these Miko's coin tokens, which is our bonus token on our site that works along with Steam. We use our Steam power and Steam dollars and convert them into Miko's coin and vice versa. So this is kind of like our site token, and that works along with Steemit, right? And we thought that each score you surpass since 25, since you've entered, you would receive so many Miko's coin, right? And that an idea would be traded on the decentralized exchange, which Miko's coins tokens are, and we would use revenue from the site and from posts and upvotes and delegated Steam to buy these tokens back from you, and it kind of reward for these increases in reputation score. Now, of course, to keep from inflating the value of the Miko's coin tokens, we would have to have a certain budget. So this would be done in a promotional way. And as we want to raise about $500,000, whether that be in delegated Steam power, or purchase of other cryptocurrencies, generally Steam. We generally deal in Steam-backed dollars. And we may be accepting Ethereum and Bitcoin as well, but we're more focused on Steam. But the way that would work is all you have to do is sign up with our site, and if we see that you at a certain reputation score, you will receive the tokens, 100 tokens per score after 25. So for instance, if you had 25 score, you went to 26, you'll get 100 Miko's coin tokens, which right now is only about 1 cent USD. So it'll be about $1 per advancement of score. And we would also include followers. So for each follower, you'll get 100 Miko's coin, which equals about $1. So a lot of people go, well, how would this be paid? Or where would the money come from? Various things like that. And of the 500,000 we plan to raise, about 100,000 would go to our marketing and promotional budget. So what you want to do is basically get in, register, and fill out your claim form to get your coins as quickly as possible before we exhaust that budget. Now, also, the Miko's coin tokens will trade on the Waves decentralized exchange at this point, as we find that to be a great user interface, great decentralized exchange, and that would be granted. We did do a video about how we do buyback of Miko's coin bonus tokens, so subscribe to the channel. I'm not going to get into how we go about that, but you can subscribe to the channel and you can watch those videos that explain exactly how we go about accomplishing that. But basically, throughout the Steemitocracy platform here, you would basically be awarded for how many Steemit followers you have, how many, how high your reputation score is, as well. So through the bonus tokens, which will be redeemable for Steam. So that's basically how that would work, as well as the Steemitocracy game being part of this that we've been promoting now. Steemitocracy game, which focuses on, it's a game like the card game 21, which the consensus of votes match up to your how many upvotes you get, right, to the aggregate dollar amount, right? And we explain that in another video about the Steemitocracy game. We invite you all to watch that. Tell us what you all think about this idea, if you think it'll work, if you think, but please be sure to watch all our videos explain how the revenue will come through the site and how, we're focused on being able to accomplish these goals we have with the Steemitocracy platform. Guys, if you like content like this, Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, take care.